At first, thank you very much for your good welcome. And it's a great honor to give a welcome speech in front of distinguished guests like Vice Minister and ministers and distinguished guests. Really, thank you so much. Today's topic is the digital transformation. DX, in terms of DX, I believe Vietnam is making very good progress, and already DX is in place in everywhere in Vietnam. So last month, when I came to here in Vietnam, I was very surprised when I met some people from the Ministry of Industry and Trading. He told me he's running ITEA. So I asked him, what is that? He told me there is some center for the information and the digital technology. Through that center, all of the Vietnam government organization and the government officers, they can exchange very confidential information and the documents using PKI solution. You know, actually, the people, his name is Lee An-dok. Anyway, yeah, he came to Korea around 10 years ago. And at that time, he was asking several questions to me because I was involved in digital government project, and I was special advisor to the president in terms of digital government. So I told him, you know, maybe in the future, PKI will be very, very important for the conveying all kinds of confidential information and some kind of security stuff. But he came back to Vietnam and he implemented full-scale, you know, PKI infrastructure for the government. Wow, I was very surprised because I'm traveling a lot. Yesterday, I'm in, you know, working in Indonesia, teaching ITV, and also I'm advising to several countries like Malaysia or other countries. But I cannot find this kind of digital transformation is in place in other countries. So in terms of that, you know, Vietnam is pretty much advanced country in digital transformation. And also, last week, CMC set up some office in Seoul. You know, already at TP, already I think 5 or 6 years, they set up some office in Seoul. So already they have some office in Tokyo and Seoul, Singapore, and also they are going to United States. So what do you think about that? You believe that it is some kind of outsourcing service center. But it seems to me, I experienced already, you know, a lot of economic growth, you know, for very poor country, economic growth of Korea. Yeah, 40 years ago, Korea was very, very poor country. So some of the people in the winter season, they die on the street because they don't have a shelter. That was Korea, but right now in Korea, so we have too much food, too much shelter. So that's why everybody, they're running maybe every day to drive up their fat. They're pretty much worried about fat, not food. That is my experience. From the experience, I can say, if you set up that kind of office in Tokyo, in the Seoul, in Singapore, it seems to me, 40 years ago, Samsung, LG, Hyundai, they opened the office in the United States, European country, in Japan, to get the small order. Do you know, so at that time, so what did we export? You know, some people in the village, they cut the hair to export to the United States to make a wig. That happened 40 years. That experience say, if you open that kind of an office, you know, FPT and CMC or other IT outsourcing company, they open their office in Korea, in Japan, in the United States. That is the beginning of that kind of industrial or economic development. It seems to me, maybe you don't recognize, I think that is happening in Vietnam. So I believe, Vietnam is already make a very big maturity progress in digital transformation. So right now, it seems to me, one question is, in Korea, if you go to Korea, very amazing thing is like that. In the public sector, Microsoft Office market share is less than 10%. It's 95% of market share is Korean company, Korean OS, Korean Office. Even database system, maybe Oracle is a pretty good company, but market share is less than 40%. We have our own database system company, we have our own office system, and some of the Korean companies, they are challenging LLM, OpenAI. So right now, it seems to me, Vietnam, maybe with the government and the private sectors, you have to challenge that area. That is your job, that should be your dream, that should be your challenge. That is my advice, as your friend. I hope today you can have really pretty good, insightful and fruitful conclusion and learning, and with a lot of communication. Thank you so much.